Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols, reaming my body.
The cover photo, this right here, it looks kind of weird because Kawaki's neck looks super long. His head is kind of tilted away. I don't know. It's kind of, maybe it's because it's kind of off center because it was taken from the actual manga, like the actual physical book. I don't know. It just looks kind of weird. But the overall image of Kawaki looks fire. Him in his second stage of his karma, plus the red is kind of like, it's not fully there, but you can kind of see it being a little bit red. You see what I'm saying? And of course, we understand when Kawaki's karma is red, that's when it really starts to take off. All right, so here's what it is. I'm guessing this right here is going to be the start of the chapter because at this particular point, they did actually say, hey, it was like a solo shot of Kawaki's eye plus his karma seal. So I'm guessing this right here is the beginning of the chapter. It looks really, really good, by the way. It looks really, really good. Yeah, this right here is fire. Oh my goodness. See, the way that I was explained in a chapter, we don't fully, like, can Kawaki access this at any given time, or does he have to be triggered to access this? Like, was Kawaki waiting to access this, or did he need to? I don't know. All right, so we got another close-up of Kawaki's eye. Again, this right here is essentially Isshiki's eye. But in the chapter, we don't fully know if he himself manifested this eye, or if it's actually like a scientific technology. I personally thought it was scientific technology. It doesn't look like it right now. It looks like it actually comes with the actual karma seal, along with how Boruto's eye comes with the karma seal. The only thing about that, though, is the fact that Kawaki's eye, it didn't necessarily show up the first time that he did enter this form. Like, if you guys don't recall, he entered this form already. The eye didn't pop up. You see what I'm saying? Then we have Boruto right here. This is crazy. These rods, by the way, were manifested by the eye. Like, all right, so Boruto dodges everything. A lot of people are gonna take away from this that Boroshiki got completely obliterated. He didn't. Boroshiki held his own. Boroshiki held his own. Here we go. Just some more battles with Kawaki versus Boruto. Here are the blocks that we obviously know and love. This right here is essentially what made Isshiki Otsutsuki so dominant. Of course, many other things, but also this right here definitely contributed. My guy Kawaki really manifested 4 black cubes right above Boruto. It's like Kawaki knows everything about Daikogaten and Sukuna Hikona. This man Naruto is literally he's like a damsel in distress right now, my guy. He can't move. The reason why Naruto can't move, and I see a lot of people essentially saying that Naruto was like a slouch in this episode, in this chapter. Naruto could not move. If Naruto moved, Shikamaru would have been done for. Even though he did move at the end and Shikamaru didn't necessarily get hurt, you still have to understand the predicament that Naruto was in. Like, and Naruto is not necessarily seeing a rando fight Boroshiki. No, he's watching Kawaki fight Boroshiki. So in his mind, at this particular point, he's like, hey, no way Kawaki's actually trying to go for the kill, right? Oh my goodness. The crazy part is, during the actual spoilers, they talked about this happening and they said that Kawaki absorbed it. This looks like Kawaki is completely off guard. Like, this right here is a testament to his reaction speed. He just sees Boroshiki with the Rasengan. Remind you, Boroshiki is moving extremely fast, and Kawaki just absorbs it. My goodness. And it's not necessarily like it was like a crazy, no, he just swiped the Rasengan away. It came back with a 2-piece with the fire style jutsu. Like, imagine how powerful that fire style jutsu probably is. And the same thing, Boroshiki essentially swiped away the fire style jutsu. Again, Boroshiki was holding his own in this chapter. Boroshiki came back with a kick to Kawaki. Again, he was holding his own. So some more taijutsu. This is one of the reasons why I don't really like the manga. The only manga that I have really read before was Boruto and My Hero Academia, just for a little bit because I want to kind of catch up on that. But that's pretty much it. I don't really read mangas a lot, mainly because they don't really do the action scenes a lot of justice. When this comes to the anime, this is gonna break the internet. Like, it's not just because it's Boruto versus Kawaki, the level of which they're fighting at, and of course the outcome of the actual battle. Like, this is gonna break the internet. And this too, I mean, there's more fighting and stuff like that. This was their clash. When this comes to the anime, bro, I don't know if it's just me that's thinking about stuff like this. When this comes to the anime, it's gonna set the world on fire. Here it goes, bro. This right here is what made Jigen, shout out to Free Game, and Isshiki so dangerous. More of Jigen because Isshiki didn't really use this a lot. It's the rods that pop up out of nowhere, out of thin air. And of course, this comes from where he's able to actually shrink the objects and just, of course, make them appear out of nowhere. Boruto, God bless his eyes. I'm pretty damn sure the Byakugan plus a regular eye isn't necessarily going to be able to detect them, especially when Sasuke with his Rinnegan plus the Mangekyo Sharingan was barely able to detect them. So God bless BoruShiki. But Kawaki has this move now. I want to see how Kawaki looks when he is in his base. Is the eye similar to Boruto's eye just a function of the Karma Seal? Or when Kawaki is in base, can he actually use Daikokuten and potentially even Sukuna Hikona with his eye just in base? Like, is the eye a mainstay from now on? Because here's the thing, when Jigen, even when he didn't have an eye, and I think this right here is something that Kawaki should definitely learn, he had a jutsu that would actually mimic Sukuna Hikona. And one of the biggest knocks on Kawaki is like, hey, all he knows how to use is his scientific technology, of course, but also he knows how to use the fire style and he knows how to use the shadow clones, and that's pretty much it. A lot of people clown for that, but if he has the ability to use Sukuna Hikona and Daikokuten in his base, I'm sorry, Melo, the discussion is over. His eyes, this right here was the first time that he did use 4 triangles in his eyes. His eyes is very interesting in itself, bro. Every single time when he uses his eyes, it gains more triangles. I mean, this right here is like legitimately directly what Melo the Dreamer, or Melo XO, I don't know what he's going by these days, but this is exactly what Melo and Naruto Explain were saying. They were essentially saying, hey, the more he uses it, or the better that he gets with it, similar with the Tomos and the Sharingan, it gains more triangles. With the Tomos and the Sharingan, it gains some more Tomos. And Naruto actually says Boruto right here. This right here was the first time that Naruto thought that Boruto would be in grave danger, 100%. And even at this time, more significantly, Boruto was actually opening up his eyes. Here's why I say Boruto is going to be superbly underrated. BoruShiki, I should say. BoruShiki at this given point was kind of clouded. His abilities were clouded. He wasn't necessarily 100%, and I say that because Boruto started to wake up. If Boruto was still 100% asleep and he was, of course, being completely obedient with Momoshiki, I don't think that Naruto would have needed to interfere. I honestly think that BoruShiki and Kawaki, from what we've seen from this chapter, they were pretty much matched. Now, the chapter didn't fully come out, so I can't necessarily tell for sure, but from what I've seen, and even the spoiler images right now, they're backing it up. BoruShiki is up there. BoruShiki is up there. Now, especially with Kawaki, again, with his eye goes back to 1 triangle, seeing Naruto essentially protect Boruto. I'm just happy that Kawaki still feels the need to protect Naruto. That right there is fire, even though he has all that power, which makes you think, what is Kawaki doing in the future? In the future, when he says that he's going to send Boruto to meet the 7th, is he actually protecting Naruto at that given point? And here's the crazy part. Boruto like actually woke up and he was like, yo, Kawaki, I want you to finish me off. You see what I'm saying? And he legitimately pushed Naruto away and told Kawaki to finish him off. Like, this right here is crazy, bro. Kawaki got 1 triangle in, essentially taking all this in. Again, this right here just tells me more that Kawaki doesn't really have an evil bone in his body. Like, Kawaki is really feeling sympathetic right here. If he was fighting, like, if this right here was Isshiki Otsutsuki, he'd probably have 5 triangles in his eyes. I ain't gonna cap to you. He'd probably have 5 triangles in his eyes. But Kawaki really feels like, yo, this is a sad situation. He's really about to have to do this to his bro. I think this right here is like the Gale Palm thing. When Naruto tried to save Boruto, and then yeah, he used the Gale Palm to push Naruto away. Yo, this right here is just a sad scene, bro. Like, just imagine Naruto, my guys. This is crazy. And here's the thing about it all. Kawaki's eyes go to 3 triangles. The triangle thing is gonna be something interesting to look towards. It's gonna be fire. This right here is what y'all talking about. Boruto then got turned into a donut. This is crazy. This is different. Oh my goodness. Yo, why Kawaki gotta be so gruesome? This is the 2nd time Kawaki did something like this. This like his finishing move. This gotta be like his yo, I can't emphasize this enough. Imagine when this comes to the anime, bro. Boruto might get canceled just off of this frame right here. I ain't gonna lie. Naruto is beyond himself. Oh my goodness, bro. This man is beyond himself. Your opinion about the Jogan resurrecting Boruto and your opinion about Kawaki's Dojutsu. It's possible. Here's the thing. Boruto's eye was said to be the star of hope. Hopefully, again, more hope. Hopefully, this right here is going to be a certain situation where, hey, it's going to be the only hope that Boruto stays alive. One of the things that we do understand is that, you know, we talked about the Jogan potentially being there to stop Momoshiki, but why would Momoshiki go out there and give Boruto the eye? Give Boruto the Karma Seal if he knew that the eye was essentially going to be there to actually protect Boruto?
It's a knife.